Hi everyone, it's Peggy Merwin with Stamp with Peggy. I apologize for being a couple minutes late. I was trying to scramble to get the projects finished and the samples cut for now. So hopefully you're joining with me. I'm going to get my computer up and make sure I can follow along. So give me just a second and let's tell me hi when you're on so I know you're here. Okay. All right, we got somebody on, yay. All right, get this all out of your face. Okay, make sure you say hi so I know who's with me. Hi, Julie, thanks for joining tonight. Hi, Linda, thank you. Okay, so today is Tuesday, November 1st. Hopefully everybody had a wonderful, oh my goodness. Okay, breather. Hopefully everybody had a great trick-or-treating. We didn't have very many. We had, I don't know, about 10, I think is all. But it was a good night, and we have some extra fun treats left over that I can then use for my Santa's Workshop, which is coming up in November. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Sharon. Thank you guys so much. Thanks for being patient with me getting on tonight. I was a little late getting on here. Okay, so today is November 1st. The Fitting Florets collection became available today to everyone, to customers. I've had it for a month and I've been able to do some playing with it, and I decided that's what we're going to play with tonight. Hi, Donna. Thanks for joining. Make sure you guys are sharing, commenting, liking, loving. I forgot last week to do the drawing, and so I am going to send a package of, this doesn't look fun, but it is very useful, a package of dimensionals, and these go to, hi Helen, these go to Heather Hooks. So Heather, send me a message or an email with your address and I will get these popped in the mail. Anyone who is friends with Heather, make sure that you tag her so that she knows she won if she's not joining us tonight. Hopefully she is. This was that I should have drawn and given away last week. So then I went through last week's comments and shares, and you guys did a great job of sharing, especially once it was on my blog and we reposted it onto Facebook. Fabulous. Thank you so much. And so the winner this week is getting the classic matte dots. There's black and gray and vanilla and white. So these are fabulous to use for everything. And the winner of this one is Shar Hilbrandt. Yay! So Shar, make sure that you pop me an email or a message with your address, and I will get these popped in the mail. Helen, tag her so that she knows that she won. I know sometimes it gets a little sporadic and she's not able to join. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put the camera down right away so that we can get going. So bear with me. Okay, and then down. Coming back up. Okay, get the cords out of the way, I hope. Okay, now let's get set up here. Okay, can I see enough here? Let's do like that. Okay, this is the Fitting Florets, and I will be attaching the flyer. If we flip it over, there is a bundle, the framed florets and the framed florets dies. Stampin' Up! Has now made so that the dies have the same name as the stamp set. Yay! So it's very easy to find what you're looking for. And then there's another stamp set, Framed and Festive, that is for the holiday season. So it's all kinds of Christmas greetings. Tell you what, let's do it this way. Okay, so here is Merry Christmas from us all. Fa la la, Noel. May this season be filled with peace and joy. 'Tis the season to be jolly. From our home to yours, and have yourself a merry little Christmas. Okay, this stamp set is limited only while supplies last. So again, it started today. It is $23 for this stamp set, and it is only available while supplies last. This is the Framed Florets stamp set. So it's got some beautiful flowers and greenery. Love the greetings on it. I love the script writing. This is the type, I think, that when I hit my $1 million and I get to help design a stamp set, if Stampin' Up! Is still doing that then, this is the type that I think I want. I want some beautiful words on the outside. However, I also want a few inside words, but then just some small little embellishments. And then, now where did I put? My workspace is a hot mess right now. Okay, and then here are the framed floret dies. So as you can see, we have flowers here, we have long flowers here, and flowers here, that there's dies for all of that. And then there's these gorgeous oval, and then there's 2 more back here. So much fun. These heart cutouts, love it. Okay, so here is, let's get the papers out of the way. So we've got white backgrounds, or at least kind of white backgrounds. Isn't that pretty? Hi, Eve. Thanks for popping on. Okay, so this is, let's get the dies back here. This is this die, and it cuts out this gorgeous kind of eyelet-y oval. And then, now I'm pulling out a whole bunch of things here. Nope, it's not that one, and I guess I don't have a spare one. But it also cuts out this center, so then we can use this. Actually, we will use it on one of the projects. Hi, Becky. I'm so glad you found me. Okay, so it does this, and then it cuts the oval. We don't have another die right now that cuts ovals, so I was thrilled with that. Okay, then if we go over here to these, this ruffly, kind of etchy one. Okay, and so let's scoot that over. It does this, really pretty, but it also then cuts out the oval for the inside. Okay, and then you can just mix and match things. Now again, I don't have the largest one. Give me a minute here. Let's see. And it is, okay. It's a different color, but, okay. So this goes right into there. And so then you could also, you could then put this around again in other colors, possibly, such as, how about like that? Or, let's see, what else can we do? We can layer just like that without that outside rim on it. Those are some crazy color combinations, huh? Okay, so just so fun. The one thing I forgot to do was to cut this one out. This does not cut the oval itself. All it does is it cuts these heart frames around this oval. So then again, you could put this one on the inside and then put this one. You could pop some up, leave some flat. Isn't that cool? It's just a really fun die set. And then as I was making projects, I just kept throwing the piles together of pieces that I didn't use. So tonight I was able to just pull these basic white ones that were already die cut from other projects. Okay, so you ready? We are going to, there is also in this suite the gold swirled gold adhesive-backed swirls. I love these things. I'm going to order a whole bunch of these because we're going to use a ton of these. And then and these are also limited time only. When supplies are gone, they're gone. So those won't last long, I don't think. I've been wrong before, so okay. And then there's gorgeous designer paper, which I think I shared with you a week or two ago. There's this fun. So some very spring things, but also some very Christmas style. Halloween's done. We still have Thanksgiving, but it's definitely time to be working. Love this one. to be working on our Christmas cards, right? And now we're into some duplicates, but gorgeous, gorgeous paper. So we're going to do some Christmas projects tonight. And let's see, we're going to start with, I got to find, okay, we're going to start with this one. And I have a piece of thick basic white. Hi, Nancy. Thanks for joining. That is 5.5 by 8.5. It's scored at 4 1/4. So we are going to use our bone folder to give us a good crisp crease. Okay. Then I have a piece of evening evergreen that is 3 3/4 by 5. And a piece of basic white that is 3.5 by 4 3/4. Okay, we're going to take this and we are going to use the Noel from the Framed and Festive set with evening evergreen paper. Becky, I'm sorry you struggled finding me. I'll always be live on my page. And then I share everything to my group. So you really want to follow the page and also follow the group because I kind of intertwine the two things. Okay, then, all right, I need to get over here so that I can see what's going on. All right, so we've got the little Noel down at the bottom. We've got a piece of soft succulent that is 4 3/4 by 1 inch. Where's my adhesive? Okay. And so then we're going to adhere that right down in the middle of this basic white. Like that. Okay. And then we're going to adhere that onto the evening evergreen piece. Like this. Hi, Denise. Thanks for hopping on. Okay. Then I used another piece of evening evergreen. I cut it with the second largest Stylish Shapes circle die. And then I embossed it with the wintry, and I don't know if you can see it very well in the light. I embossed it with the wintry background embossing folder. Okay. So we're going to just adhere this right over this. We're going to scoot it so that we get a little border of white on the top. Okay. Then for this one, I pulled one of the wonderful snowflakes that's in the mini catalog, the holiday catalog. And we're just going to adhere that right over here with a dimensional. And then, okay, cute. We're going to adhere this to the card base. Oh, I forgot you're in Portugal. What's the temperature like there, Denise? Your little, I don't know, hotel or condo looks fabulous. Okay, and there, and there, and there, and there. And yes, Helen, I want it to stick well. Okay, whoops, I forgot my little garbage. Well, I'm going to have them all over the floor. Okay, and then we're going to just adhere that here. So this one's just a sweet and simple. As you can see, the only thing I really used here was the Christmas greeting. Okay, but now we're going to pull in some of the adhesive, the gold adhesives. Oh, Denise, we had about the same temperature here today. Okay, like this, like this. Okay, let's pop like that. And I think maybe, okay, I'm just kind of looking to see, and I didn't, oops. Nope, we're just going to leave it just like that. And so very sweet and simple. Isn't that just pretty? The greeting is great. Okay. Now I'm going to show you, I did a Night of Navy version using flowers from the designer paper. Isn't that pretty? So you got a flower on one and you got a snowflake on the other. Adorable. Okay, then we have another one. Okay, let's get my pieces in here. Okay, we're doing my fun folds because you know I love those. Okay, so I've got a piece of 7.5 by 5.5, scored at 4 1/4. And then I have a second piece that is, and did I not bring my ruler over here? Yes, I did. It's just buried. Okay, the second piece is, I really like the Night of Navy one too, Linda. Okay, the second one is 3 1/4 by 4 1/2, and it's scored at 3/4 of an inch. You guys know what this fold is, right? I don't know what it's called, but I do it a lot. Okay, we're going to put adhesive on that 3/4 inch flap. And then we're going to adhere, fold it under, and we're going to adhere it to the right edge of our card, pretty much centered, so that we have a fun flap. Okay, the basic white we're just going to put on the inside. You could stamp on it before you put it down. Add some flowers or something. Add a piece of designer paper about across the bottom. Okay, so there's the inside of my card. Now we need to build the outside of the card. And I got to find my pieces. Okay, so I'm going to put soft succulent right here. So it is 3 inches by 5 1/4. And we're just going to adhere that down. Okay. Scoop that. And then I am pulling in a piece of the designer paper that we used last time, the green with the berries. And we all decided that we like the berries colored in, right? So I'm using light cherry cobbler. And I'm just going to quickly color all the berries. And I did try to cut, luckily it was on the edge, but I cut a piece of the designer paper that had a little more berries on it so that I could get some good color going. So we're just outlining and coloring in. What did everybody do this weekend? Weather was gorgeous. We went to see my parents. Apparently this past weekend is the weekend that we typically go up in the fall or after the craziness of summer gets over, because it popped up on my Facebook while I was there that I was there 6 years ago and did a project with my mom. This time we went to Dollar Tree and I bought some things and we did a little bit of playing for my Santa workshop, which this year I have decided I am going to do a Sunday afternoon Santa's workshop. And I'm going to do it, the only weekend that I have available is the end of, or is November. November 20th, I am doing a Sunday afternoon with Santa's workshop. And then I am, for those who can't make it on Sunday, I am also doing an evening event. Right now I've got it down for Tuesday, but I found out that I have a dentist appointment, so I think I just have to change the time a little bit. Okay, look at how pretty that is. That is very Christmas, don't you think? Okay, now we need to decorate this part. So I used soft succulent, and again, I used the wintry 3D embossing folder. And this piece is 3 inches by 3 1/2 inches. And we're going to adhere it right over this flap. Okay, just like that. Okay, all right. Then I'm going to take another one of the ovals that I had left from another project and my evening Evergreen ink. And I'm going to use the Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas stamp. And I'm going to go sideways with it. And I'm actually going to pull it to the right a little bit instead of centering it. Uh-oh, looks like I need to ink my pad up. Let's try it again on the other side. Well, now we got a little goober there, but I think I can put something over that to cover it. We'll put one of the gold swirls there. Okay, so then I have this. Now, where did I put the stuff from before? Because that is the piece that I need when I shared all of those fun ovals. Okay, got it. Okay, so this is the inside oval of the swirly lacy oval. And we're going to put that on there, and I'm actually going to put this down flat. I know, shock and amazement, right? Okay, so we're going to put that on here. And then, and I'm telling you, I think I'm going to use that one without the icky. Okay, then we're going to put dimensionals on the back of this one. All right. And there's that. Okay, we're going to put that right in the center. And then I took the framed florets and I got this, took this bigger flower. I stamped it with Memento and I colored it. Oh, and I also stamped this little leafy. Okay. And then I used my blends and I colored it with the light and dark cherry cobbler. And we're just going to attach that. And then I used light soft succulent on the leaves. And we're just going to attach that onto there. Okay. So I'm going to put some adhesive on this to get, let's see, how do I want that? Okay, I think that'll work. And then we're going to tuck this underneath there, just kind of poking out. All right, where's my gold swirls? We're going to put one in the center. And then we're just going to add around here. Look at how pretty that is. Don't you love it? And then you could stamp again. You could stamp one of these little flowers down on the inside. Love it. Okay, so there's 2 cards. Oh, let's show you the blue one. Okay, and then here we have it in the blues, Night of Navy and Balmy Blue. Okay, again, Christmassy, but not traditional colors. You could also change this out and you could use the Wishes for a Beautiful Birthday or Thank You with All My Heart on that one. Okay, then, oh, where's my sample? All right. Like I said, things are a hot mess around here. There it is. It's underneath everything. Okay. Then we're going to make a treat box because we're into the season of treats, right? Okay, remember this treat box that we did back in September with the gnome. Okay, that's the style of box that we're going to use or going to make. So I started with a piece of evening evergreen that is 7 inches by 10.5 inches. Okay, and let's get the paper trimmer in here. Let's get the arm extended. Hi, Beth. Thanks for joining. Okay, now am I in there enough? Okay, so now we're going to put it in and we're going to score along with the 10.5 inch edge at the top. We are going to score at 2 inches, 5 inches, 7 inches, and 10 inches. Okay, then we're going to turn it so that the 7-inch edge is at the top, and we're going to score it at 2 inches. And then we'll come back to the other smaller piece. Okay, so we have all our score lines, and they're hard to see because it's a dark color. But let's go ahead and fold it on all the score lines. It makes it easier to see to cut it. Okay, we have the 1/2 inch section over here. We're going to cut this little section at the bottom. We're going to cut it right off. Okay, so we're just going to cut on the score line, and then this 1/2 inch flap, I'm just going to angle both ends of it. It eliminates a little bit of the bulk when we go to assemble. Hi, Susan. Thanks for joining. Okay, then on the 2 inch section on the bottom, we're going to cut up, and then I'm going to notch those small flaps. The bigger flaps I'm going to leave alone, and then I'm going to cut off about a 1/2 inch off that small flap there. And then the same thing with this flap. Again, it just eliminates some of the bulk. Okay. And so we're going to get rid of that. And we're going to get rid of that. Okay, get those out of the way. There's the base of our box. And now I just realized I forgot to cut the other pieces for it as I was scrambling. All right, let me go grab real fast the soft succulent and the designer paper. All right. And so let me double check here. So I need 2 7/8 by 4 7/8 of soft succulent. Okay, so let me get that cut here. 2 7/8 by 4 7/8. Okay. And then I need a piece of the designer paper that's 1/8 of an inch smaller than that. So I need 4 3/4 by 2 3/4. And I want this way. Okay. 4 3/4. All right. Okay. So, hi, Tammy. Thanks for joining. All right. So there's that. Before we glue them together, we're going to, again, color the flowers, or the berries, I mean. Okay. And then make sure you stay till the end, because I have a special offer for you. If you like this bundle, this collection, hi, Nancy. Okay, I have a special deal for you. All right, let's get those. And as you can see, it really doesn't take a lot of time to color those circles or those berries. Okay. One more here. And then we have another smaller piece, and I'll give you that dimension in a little bit. But let's get those berries colored also. And so when you look at this paper, the colors in these designer papers are polished pink, evening evergreen, soft succulent, night of navy, balmy blue, just some very fun colors. Okay, so now we are going to adhere the designer paper to the soft succulent. And again, we've got just a small border. I like to wait to put it onto my box until I have my box assembled. And I know that is opposite what most demonstrators do, but for me, it's what works best. Okay, we're going to put adhesive on the 1/2 inch flap, and I'm using liquid glue because it allows me to kind of move things a little bit. And then this is what I just fold it in and then fold the flap over. I don't try to hold it in the air and try to get everything balanced out. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and do the bottom of our box. And then again, let's see, here's where our seam is. So this is going to be the back of my box. So I'm going to put the back large flap in first. And then I'm going to put the short flaps in. And I do it this way because then my bottom is clean and I don't have to worry about my treat kind of catching inside the box. So I just fold my short flaps in, and then I fold the front flap over, and then we use our bone folder, the round side of it. Oh, good night, Denise. Hopefully you'll be able to watch the replay when you have time tomorrow. Good night. Okay, we're going to make sure that that's all down good. And now we can go ahead and adhere the designer paper onto the front. Okay. Love it. Okay, now we need to build a little flap to go over it. And so we have a piece of Evening Evergreen that is 2.5 by 3, and it's scored at 1/2 inch. We're going to use the Very Best punch, trio punch, and we're going to put it in, and we're going to punch the corner. Now with this punch, in order to get that same edge on this side, you have to flip it over. Otherwise, you'll get 2 different edges, okay? And then I have a layer of soft succulent. We're going to do the same thing with that. And then the same thing with the designer paper. Now this is, it's going to come down. Okay, so this is my bottom edge. Okay, get those out of the way. And now we're going to adhere our layers. So we've got our designer paper onto our soft succulent. And then onto our Evening Evergreen. You guys are being awful quiet tonight. Okay. And then this 1/2 inch flap, we're going to glue to the inside back. Oops, and as I did that, I like to cut my edges at an angle, trying to stay out of the glue, so that it fits inside a little bit better. Okay, so this is the back of our box. So we are going to just tuck it in. Okay, Tracy, that's a good idea, I guess, huh? Is you're watching, not talking. Okay. Thanks, Lori. I'm glad you hopped on with us tonight. Okay, so now we're going to take and pinch the sides of the box. Oh, shoot. And then I forgot. Oh, I told you it's a hot mess tonight. Let's see. I want these. I need my Velcro dots so that I can close my box. I buy these little 3/8 inch ones at Michael's or Amazon. Ooh, Sherry, I like it. You're mesmerized. That's good. Okay. So I'm going to stick the 2 sides together. And then we're going to take the backing off the white kind of softer side. And we're going to put that right there. And then we're going to peel the backing off that. And we're going to close it. Carefully open and then make sure that it's closed nice and, or stuck down really well. All right. Then we've got another oval. Oh, thanks, Denise. I'm so glad you joined. Thank you. Okay. And this time we're going to do May This Season Be Filled with Peace and Joy, because we're going to have a little treat box that's filled. Okay. And so we're going to stamp that on there, and I should have inked it a little bit more. Darn it all. Make sure you check your pads and add, make sure that you have your re-inker done. We do have lots of first timers, Cheryl. Isn't that awesome? That's because you guys have all been sharing everything. I love it. All right, and I didn't bring a basic white. Okay, so then I'm going to take the little stamp. See if I can fit 2 of them on this little scrap of basic white. Color those in quick. Let's get this out of the way. And we're going to color our flowers. And I'm starting with light cherry cobbler. And then I'm going to do some highlighting, outlining with the dark cherry cobbler. Okay, for those of you watching for the first time, I ask that you share, that you like, that you comment, that you tag friends to help me grow my online watchers. I do a drawing every week. I put all the names of everybody who comments into and shares and everything into random name generator or number generator. And then I draw and I give away a prize. Okay, so make sure that you are sharing. And if you shared and I'm not Facebook friends with you, make sure you comment that you did share, because otherwise I won't see it. Okay, and then again, we're just going to give some little highlights, and I'm doing this real quick so I don't have to keep you on all night. Okay. Then we're going to just kind of go back over to blend the colors in. And by the magic of, I guess it's really not magic because I do need to cut. Okay, I'm going to use the small die and I'm going to quickly die cut that. So bear with me just a second. And as you saw, I have 2 of the flowers. That one's not lined up great, but okay, there's one. Give me just a second and we'll get the second one. Yes, I'm cheating with my die cutting tonight, sorry. Okay, that one's pretty good. This one, we're going to do a little extra trimming because I had it off a little bit. And I don't like that white showing like that. Okay, so now, let's see, we have some ribbon here someplace. We got to figure out what color. All right, do we want, I think we do. I think we want the, let's stick that down, Evening Evergreen ribbon. And we're just going to pull this around here. And then we're going to try to tie it and actually stay on screen. That's not working well, so let me pull it back here by me. Okay, and then we can fuss with it a little bit to get it to pull where we want. Trim our ends. All right, then I am going to attach our greeting with, oh, that's not the one I want. I want the big ones. Okay, I love this Evening Evergreen ribbon. It is really awesome. Okay, you know what? They both have a goober, so. And one in the middle. Okay, thanks for hanging in there with me. It's a long one tonight. Okay, that's going on the front of our box. And then I'm going to use little mini dimensionals. And I'm going to put one right there. And then I'm going to put some adhesive on my flower. And then I'm going to attach that right there. And then I'm going to use another little mini one. Okay, and then I'm going to stick that right there. And we're going to throw that one on there. And then we're going to add our gold swirls in the center of our flowers. And then I think I'm going to add one more right there to help cover that up. We'll get a little carried away on this one, adding some bling. How's that? Okay. And there is our pretty little box for Christmas. Okay, now you want to see the navy one? There you go. Isn't that pretty? Just, this paper is beautiful. The swirls I absolutely love. The stamp sets are amazing. This is definitely a bundle that everybody, I think, needs on their list. Like I said, some of it is limited and will sell out fairly quickly. Okay, so let's do this. Let's pull in our other cards. And, okay, so I said I would have a special offer. You know what? I think this needs a little gold in the center there too. Okay, anybody who this week orders parts of this bundle, either the full collection, which, and I don't know where I put that sheet, the full collection with both stamp sets, the dies, the gold swirls, and the designer paper is $97.50. Okay. So if you order that whole bundle, or if you order the bundle, the stamp set, designer paper, combinations of at least $50, I will, actually, what can we do? We could do less than that even. We could do $35. An order of at least $35, but you know you're going to want to add that on too. Okay, I will cut one set of these. Nothing will be stamped. The die cut pieces will be, actually the ovals, yeah, the die cut pieces will be die cut for you. The embossing will be done for you, but you will be able to get, and I guess I did this backwards, one set, and I'm not going to say, you know, I'm going to cut the papers that I have on hand, and then, so you'll get a green one or a blue one, or maybe combinations of some other colors of paper that are in the package. Okay. And I will pop that in the mail then next week to you. I think I have enough supplies. You won't get the gold swirls, so you definitely want those added to your order. Okay. There will be ribbon pieces and, just like I said, combinations of. So again, that's with a $35 order. You'll get the 2 cards and the box kit to be able to complete and assemble on your own. Okay. This was a long one tonight. Hopefully you had fun with it. It's a fun set. And I guess that's it for now this week. Everybody have a great week, and I will see you next Monday, November 7th. Take care. Bye-bye.